Now let's talk about mocktails, soft drinks, few fresh juices and some syrups. Okay, so I think that's very important because they are most often they compose many of our cocktails and to bring all this balance and different flavors and aromas to give this extra citrus and fruity and sweet or sour, salty, and there you go. So there's a lot of options for us coming from these beautiful fresh ingredients and all natural. As I always say, let's try to keep all natural ingredients 100%. That's how you get the best quality of flavors and aromas in your cocktail and the best balance too between them. Of course, main thing, let's just start talking about fruits. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of color here, not only here for the fruit, but when you mix together using the juice extracted from them, and all the flavor brings all this texture and balance and consistency and a different combination of fundamentals flavors. Rue, that's the 5 fundamentals flavors, of course: sweet, sour, salty, umami, and bitter. Cool. So all these beautiful fruits and even different ingredients, they can provide us this different balance. Okay, so talking about fruits, the 4 main citrus fruits in the world that normally match with pretty much everything: lemon, lime, orange, and grapefruit. And I've got here blood orange as well. Cool. So of course we've got the 4 main ones, but we have calamansi, we have different citrus fruits around the world coming from the 4 corners of the world, but most of them, they are very important to balance the sweetness of any cocktail, or to keep it sour, or to balance with bitter. Every day in my bar or even at home, I get these beautiful things squeezed to get the freshness, not balanced, not using anything not natural. And you see that the flavor of your cocktail will be 100% right and much better and well balanced. Okay, when you use fruit, for example, these citrus fruits from bottles or something that's not 100% natural and sometimes coming from pulp, you see that the flavor changes completely. Cool. That's why recommendable using always fresh citrus fruit. So all of these fruits, they are used to compose any cocktails, syrups, purees, everything we can imagine, even our liqueurs and your spirits or your beverage. We use few notes coming from these beautiful things and colorful nice range of all of these we have in the world. Cool. So mocktails, so normally mocktails, they are you can use fruits, you can use juices, you can use purees, you can use anything you want, but need to be non-alcoholic. So sometimes you are just driving, so you don't want to drink any alcohol, but you enjoy this combination of flavors, the different purees and you enjoy cocktails, but at this time you cannot drink alcohol. So just try a different mocktails. Nowadays all the bars and restaurants, they do a menu only for mocktails and bringing really good quality flavors coming from natural ingredients and even non-alcoholic spirits and non-alcoholic liqueurs. So nowadays it's getting very popular. There's one brand that I really enjoy, that's the Lyre's, that's from Italy. That's a brand that they bring some different flavors very similar to alcoholic ones, coming from, for example, Amaretto and martinis and Negronis and sugarcane, but all non-alcoholic. So it's very often used to compose many different non-alcoholic and mocktails for anyone to enjoy, even kids, or you that are driving, for example, or you don't want to drink alcohol today. Good. So you can mix anything, but need to be non-alcoholic. All right. Soft drinks. So I've got here my favorite tonic that I'm always talking to you guys. That's one of the best brands in the world, Ball Tonic. I have here with me the Mediterranean one. They've got the Indian one, the premium Indian one, and they've got different flavors as well, but all using natural ingredients. They keep innovating, they keep bringing these vibe as well with everyone who works behind the brand. They are very nice. I met a few of them with some trainees, and they really know what they're doing. Cool. So tonic, normally the main soft drinks we know are tonic water and soda water, ginger beer, ginger ale. Of course, we use Coke, we use lemonade, we use different soft drinks. There are a variety of soft drinks coming from all of the worlds that us as bartenders and mixologists, we keep trying something different, right? So tonic is normally used to top it up a gin and tonic, the main thing, but tonic can be used to top it up many different drinks as well. It brings this kind of bitter and dry and coming from quinine flavors to balance well with fresh citrus fruits, and sometimes to balance even with something that's sweet. Cool, but works very well more for citrus fruit and something more for sour and heavy spirits. Okay, so distilled, most of time distilled spirits, just to bring this richness and a bubbly extra flavor to mix well with all these spirits, because they are very high alcohol content. So ginger beer. The ginger beer is a fermented, actually non-alcoholic soft drink. Of course, we have the alcoholic one, but this one, ginger beer, the soft drink, it's fermented with ginger, water, sugar, and yeast. Okay, so it's a little bit more complex than the ginger ale, and the ginger beer is a little bit more complexity about flavor as well, about spiciness, a little bit more gingery, and you feel more the natural ingredients, and it's less sweeter than the ginger ale. Ginger ale is not fermented, it's just carbonated. So it's normally when you make soda water, it's the same with ginger ale, and it's the same ingredients as well as ginger beer. Okay, but a little bit less complexity. And ginger ale, for myself, in my opinion, it's a little bit more sweet and not that quality as the ginger beer can provide about flavor. This kind of ginger, sweet, and a very well balanced pepper, gingery flavor. Cool. So ginger beer is very used for cocktails like Dark and Stormy, Moscow Mule, and you can use ginger beer to match with so many different creations as well. So start trying to create something with ginger beer. So most of these soft drinks, the main purpose for them, it's to top it up your drink. So most of the time, we don't shake the soft drinks, because of course the bubbles, they are carbonated. So we normally used to top it up like soda water. We top it up, for example, the mojito and a few other drinks. So it's all service to top it up. When you finish your cocktail, finish everything, that space, that gap that we leave, normally we add some ice and then we top it up. Cool. So every time the soft drinks, most of the time they bring a very, very nice final results for your drinks and cocktails. Cool. And oh my gosh, this is a carrot juice, lovely. Cool. So now we could talk about our syrups. Cool. So syrups, they are normally, I've got here a brown sugar syrup, I've got a banana syrup, I've got honey water, and I've got my vanilla syrup here as well. All these 4 syrups I use a lot for my cocktails. So the syrup, the main thing for syrup, it's to start is sugar and water. So choose your sugar: white sugar, brown sugar, Muscat sugar, Muscovado sugar, palm sugar. Choose your sugar first and mix with water, both the same quantity, all right? Equal parts, 1:1. Cool. And then, for example, if you're using 200 ml of water, you're gonna use 200 grams of sugar. So you mix all together with boiling water, of course, sugar and boiling water, to get all dissolved and ready to go. So no condiments from the sugar left. And then you start adding more complexity using the ingredients you want to use. Of course, there are many different ways to make sugar syrups, complex sugar syrups, that we call the complex simple syrups. Cool. So you can use any ingredients you can imagine. Even everything you see here in the table, you can use to make a syrup. Okay, and the syrups, they are very nice because they bring richness and the right balance for our cocktails. And that's something that you can use even not for your cocktails, but your mocktails, for your smooth, for anything you want to even to add in your pancake. You can use it in different ways. This banana syrup here, for example, I use to create my cocktails, to shake my rum cocktails, for example. But I can use it as well just to top it up there, to bring some sweetness for something that I'm eating. So it's the main purpose from that, it's like to bring any balance of a kind of sweetness and flavor from the ingredient you picked to anything you want to use for. Cool. So there are a range of beautiful things here that you guys can see. Okay, so they are very important. I thought that it would be very important to have this video here in the course for you guys to understand the importance from these ingredients of the natural fruits and my syrups and juices and soft drinks. They are normally in the beverage world together, and of course many people are innovating, bringing new flavors, different matches, and coming from everywhere in the world. So you can explore a lot about all these green and like yellow and red and the colors that bring richness to our life. Cool. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next video, I see you guys there.